Hello and welcome to another quick look. This time I'm taking a look at the BossConstructor, which is a space exploration simulator where you can actually build your own ships from parts. It's really a very nice game in that. And it's in the early access at the moment of this review, so story mode and the missions are not in yet, but you can sandbox your ships as you want. You can randomly generate sectors, and you can also do the exploration mode and some AI battles. Make some ships in the sandbox mode and pit them against each other in the AI mode and see how they go. But we're gonna go and jump into the exploration, and I'll show you how the game works. And here we are. So up here you can select your difficulty and your galaxy size. Even the normal galaxy is actually pretty large and takes many hours to play through, so the huge is gonna take forever. I have to say. And here you can choose your starting ship. This was my previous ship when I tried the game. You can also get some other ships in here. We're gonna go with that one, I guess. And then you can select your bonus, which basically affects what extra parts you have in the beginning. So you can go utility for grappling hooks and all kinds of stuff, weapons for all kinds of missiles and other weapons, and defense, energy, and drives. So that is all kinds of different parts that you can use to build things. I'm gonna go with the weapons because offense is the best defense. And then we're gonna start the game. A big issue with the game at the moment I have is that there is only one save slot that I've managed to figure out. So when you start a new game, this is the only way to resume the game, and it automatically saves when you exit the game or complete the mission, I think, or exploration location. So you cannot pretty much try out different ships in exploration mode. You have to just focus on one or start a new game and lose your progress on the other one, which kinda sucks. But anyways, let's jump into the new game here. Also, the game has pretty long loading times, especially when you start up the game, and also during the when you jump into the galaxy map and into the missions. But anyways, this is the galaxy map, and we start from down here, and we can explore 3 locations down here, and you can see how the galaxy map connects to these dots. So these are the locations I can explore around on this galaxy map, and there's a lot of them. Well, the amount that's said in the start menu, but there is a lot of these locations, and we can explore each of them and do some battle with the enemies in there. And in here you can see your inventory, your parts, your time, and here is how you save and exit the game. So there's no save slots or anything, just this one. And here's your ship, and from here we can go and actually edit the ship. So this is the ship editor, and this actually allows you to place the parts wherever you want, however you want, in what kind of configuration you want. And you can do really big ships. This is the max size of the editor layout, and you can build wherever you want in this one. So you can basically use this whole space in here. Also, the game actually does allow even bigger than this, but you have to edit settings of the game to allow this to go a bit bigger. But it does affect performance, so it's not normally enabled. Although it's not really needed as well, because this is a lot of space to already build. So let's drag this ship apart a bit. So I'm gonna take those sides off. So these are Titan armor, which are basically armor for the ship, and there's my propulsion. So I'm gonna just move those away, so we have some space to play around. So here we have solar panels and our command center. So we need energy, and we need the command center, which basically, well, where we pilot the ship. And if this gets destroyed, the whole ship gets destroyed. These are weapons, and then there's a shield in the front as well. And we have ore container, scatter gun, and repair bot. And whenever you are on the galaxy map, you can edit this whenever you feel like and however you feel like, for free. It doesn't cost anything to change the ship around. So basically every time you pop to the galaxy map, you can change things around if you feel like that. So I'm gonna actually get some more guns. So let's get more fireballs and those missile launchers. I'm just gonna make a massive amount of weapons. And a targeting laser is just a laser that points away. It's not so good. And I think we're just gonna strap these in the front here. Probably not gonna use the shield. I personally didn't like the shield when I was trying the game, but that's probably because how I just play the game and my ship layouts. I'm sure there is a really good shield layout ship as well. It's backend is kinda unprotected, plus the scattergun is kinda useless there. Let's start the shield in there. You can also change all the key bindings here, so W is for these guns, and then there's turning for the engines, and S or down for a scattergun, so it's shooting backwards. Shields need to be activated, and there's all kinds of different parts you can gather up. I guess we are going with that. So here you can assign and do those key binding things. You can rotate these parts as you wish as well. So like this Titan armor is wiggling around now, so you can turn them around. You can also color the ship. So if I want to, I could make it blue, for example. And there's also just decorative lights you can add to the ships, which can change as well. Also down here you can see your information. So the ship cost 500 was the basic cost you can start ships with in the exploration. So there's my peak damage, which is calculated from weapons. Then we have actually, let's move these just a tiny bit up. I can put the repair bot and actually no, that's the scattergun. Let's put it there. I'm gonna get the targeting laser there as well. There we go. No. Oh, this is actually an ore container, so you can gather ore for it's basically money. And here you have speed. So if I add a shield, it's gonna go slower. So the weight of the parts actually does affect things. Also, there's energy use. So these produce energy. You can add batteries. We don't have any batteries. All weapons and pretty much everything drains power. So you need a lot of power. I guess we're gonna go with this layout for now.
Galaxy map initialized.
And then we can check out what locations there are. Exploration, and there is a story. Because this is the exploration mode, there is no story at the moment. Mission is always destroy enemy ships, obtain a jump gate key so you can escape, and then you can just flee there. And there's gonna be always like certain enemies. The one that is being shown now is actually a starbase. Plus there's gonna be like 2 to 3 more enemies from the likely enemies. And actually I have not seen that kind of certain enemy. Let's go in there.
Begin mission.
So click on the location, then it loads up and freezes the game for a moment when it's loading, but that's fine.
Detected.
It's a factory. Nice. So it shows you this battle map where you do battle. There's some of these clouds here which will slow you down and reduce the range of your weapons. There's asteroids. And also shows you pretty much where the enemies are. And down here you can also see the map. The mini-map. Which shows you that there's the enemies are in the red up there. There's the exit node is there. There's some loot in the marker here, and we are starting probably down here. So let's just click movement speed and off we go. So you control the ship with arrow keys and WSD and a couple of other buttons. So the WSD is basically the shooting. So S was the scattergun to backwards. Actually shooting my ore container. That's a great design. So you can actually shoot yourself. And front with W is the weapons and the missiles. And you can see on the right side there's integrity, which is my ship's HP basically. Then my energy and speed and amount of ore. And I'm trying to fly and find enemies and shoot them down. There's actually 2 enemies. I may actually lose this battle. These battles can be rough. Actually, that's a fairly easy enemy from the looks of it. Well, there goes your side of your ship.
Enemy ship destroyed.
It seems an enemy decided to suicide into something. Probably flew into an asteroid or something. Oh crap, another one. So I shot the other engine of that guy, so he's just flailing around aimlessly. So I'll deal with this other guy before That.
Collected.
And there we go. We actually broke one of the fireballs of our ship. So I collected the loot from that. This is a rough battle. For our first battle. So many enemies. Another fireball broke off. I have to be careful not to lose all my weapons at this rate. There goes my missile launcher. So when your things break, they actually just drop off. They don't fully break. You can just loot them back. But you cannot do mid-combat repairs. So you have to deal with whatever you have here. So my repair bot broke now. Great. Oh crap. I have only one gun. 2 guns. Missile and the other weapon. I have to cherish those carefully. Because if I lose all my guns, the only way to win this is ramming them. And ramming is not the best idea. Oh crap. So now it's only the missile launcher. This was a rough battle. Luckily all of them are just unable to do anything. Oh no. That was close. Ooh, that was close. I was scared he would hit my missile. Oh, he rammed into an asteroid down there. One of the ships. Actually, both of them. Good job. So now they all are broken. Only one of them has gone. He's actually trying to ram me. When enemies lose all their weapons, they go to suicide mode and try to just run into you. And ramming actually can be really effective. I've seen big ships just break totally apart when a ship with enough shields and armor rams into them. Well, he's sitting duck now. There you go. And there's the key for me. I think they actually may have guns still, so I have to be careful not to go in front of them. Yeah, they actually do have guns. Also, the guns do have recoil, so as you saw the guy fling off his ship with the gun. And actually when I was doing a first try of this game myself, all my engines broke except one forward facing one. So I had to use the scatter gun that was in the back of my ship to actually steer my ship around and fly somewhere. But I did actually manage to win against the enemies, who were also really wounded. And then I slowly inched my way into a exit and got out of there. There's one more, 4 enemies in one location and a base. This is a nasty location. There actually might be more than this. He has no guns. Okay. Also, we have gotten very little parts out of this, which is kinda annoying. So, enemy ships, when you shoot them and they break apart, they can drop parts as well, which you can then use to build your own ships. So it's basically a loot system where you can gather materials from your enemies. Especially star bases are really useful for ore and ship parts, but they are also really powerful. So you need a pretty good firepower and, in general, a very good ship to kill them off. the single missile launcher is not the best thing ever. There we go. I'm afraid there's still 3 more ships. Holy. Actually, is that double base? Let's go look around. It's maybe actually double starbase. Be careful. Yeah, that is a massive starbase. That's actually the biggest one I've seen. Is it an enemy? Oh, I'm sure it's an enemy. Let's not go there. Let's fly through this cloud here. Those are mines, by the way. Although they can have loot in them, so I'm gonna blow them up. And there you can see that my missile range is so low when I'm in the cloud. So these explode when you shoot them. But they can drop some ship parts, especially fireballs, which is pretty much the same kind of weapon that they do when they explode. But you just shoot the missile out of your ship and then it explodes in the fireworks. So there's a second base on the left there. Yeah, actually that's not a base, that's a ship. And it's a carrier ship. It has double carrier ports on the side. You can see those small ships jumping in and out of there. And we are not gonna deal with that. Carrier part is actually a really, really powerful part. It can do a lot of damage on you. And these are loot crates. So this is the marker I talked about earlier. So these contain ship parts when you shoot them apart. Also this blue thing is ore, so we got some ore as well, which is basically a money. We should probably escape. So that's the exit node. We have the key for it, we can exit. Down here is something next to the starbase, but might be too close to the starbase. It's probably the factory, but it might be in a spot where I cannot get to. There is also another carrier ship next to it. Yeah, that's actually the jump key. I'm not gonna go there. I would die immediately if I go there. With my single missile launcher against the carrier ships and station, not a chance. I hope I can just actually get out of here. So you just park into there, and you should get this. Yeah, there we go. Green arrow thing, and get out of there. So that was one of them explored. You can also notice that there is a exit basically on the other side of the galaxy. So there is kind of end goal for you as well to go to in there. So let's take a look at the ship again. So we broke off some parts. We get extra propulsion actually now, and we broke off all our guns. So that wasn't really a good loot for myself. Oops. There's a repair there. So we basically only got one propulsion rocket from there, and this star shield, which generates like a floating ball around your ship that blocks shots. It's quite actually decent, and I might put it on this one. Let's see. Maybe like that? No. Let's move the command center down a bit. It's kinda exposed now though. Oh, maybe not, that's not the best. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this out of this. My ship cannot currently really have that. Also the scatter gun is kinda useless in the back. Return to the map. So this is basically the boss constructor in the exploration mode. You just go from location to location, fight enemies, get some parts, and just build bigger and bigger and better ships. And you can like this location in here. You see the gambling roulette symbol there. It is actually an ore gambling station where you can gamble ore into random parts, and you can get some really good loot from there. The ship parts actually have also this rarity. So like this one is a green one, and it's minus weight, so it's light star shield. There is also gold versions, purple versions, and all kinds of different versions with different affixes that boost them more. Actually, there's also negative ones, like a bulky that increase the weight by 50%, and weak weapons and all kinds of stuff, and fragile armors. So there is also this kind of Diablo-style stat affix for the parts as well. So let's actually exit in this one, and I'll show you the hangar mode a bit, because this allows us to generate a bit bigger ship. So I'm just gonna go and create a new ship, and I can show you some of the parts here. So here's all these parts, like these structural modes. There is cargo containers. This one actually increases your loot purchases, salvage by 25%. There is auto aim joints. So this one actually can be combined with weapons. For example, the fireball. So the fireball now is combined with the auto aim joint, and it actually can turn in this angle and shoot automatically at the closest enemies. So there is actually moving parts as well to the ship. And nameplate, nice. So you can actually name your ship as well with that. I haven't seen that one yet. So there is all kinds of these parts you can build your ship. Spotlights, ore containers, repair bots, rotating joints. Ooh. Can this actually be made into a rotating ship? Interesting. Then you have energy creators, like the solar panels. You have batteries, EMP. You can absorb energy from the enemies as well, which is actually a really powerful ship type. I've seen some enemies with few of these, and a couple of them jumped on me, and my ship was very energy requiring, with some guns that required so much power. And when they just drained all the power from me, I couldn't pretty much do anything. So that is also a valid tactic. Then there's your propulsion. This is like basically a blink type of a micro warp drive that allows you to jump a small jump in the space. It's quite nice. You have your shields, you have your armors, all these weapons. There's the carrier part, so it allows you to launch smaller planes that attack your enemies. It's really nice. Resonance cannon is one of the best weapons I've liked. Lasers are really cool. Mine layers. There's all kinds of weapons here. Energy source. You can actually do like a really small kind of melee ship with the energy swords. These have massive DPS, 133 per each of these. They also require a ton of power, but still, if you compare to laser, which is a pretty, actually it says medium range, but I would say it's pretty long range in this game, and it's only 33 HP per second. The energy sword is 100 more than that, so it's really powerful weapon, but it is short range. The fireballs I was using earlier was 20 HP per second, and the missiles were only 3.8 DPS. So they are not the best, but they are really good though. But yeah, and then there's all the modules. So that's basically a BossConstructor. I really like the game. I really like the flying around, the exploration, and building your own ships, looting the parts and all that. I'm really looking forward when the story mode comes out and the missions, because that's where I'm gonna add even more meat to the game. If there's could be like quests and stuff like that, you can get some parts from those. So just additional ways to unlock stuff. And I would highly recommend giving this game a look. I highly recommend it. So anyways, thanks for watching me again. I'll be doing some more quick looks in the near future, so take a look at those as well, and also take a look at my twitch.tv channel, where I do daily live streams with games like this and other builder, constructor, strategy and management games, and also check out the YouTube for let's plays and how-to guides and all kinds of stuff related to those same genres. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.